Let's see here. There we go. Well, hello, hello, hello. I. It is Manchurian here. Um, been a little while since I have been doing any sort of um, content, and I apologize for that. Yeah, I still have not gotten my um, in-truck Wi-Fi uh, doing better than just hotspotting on my phone. Uh, so, uh, doesn't help that truck was down for a month, basically the entire month of May, and I haven't had a full paycheck since April. Yeah, there's some shit going down with that. Don't like it, but hey, let's uh, let's let's play. So I picked up a while back American Trucking Simulator. uh, you might have seen in my last bit of video that, or at least gaming content, was EverQuest 2. Because of my Wi-Fi situation, EverQuest 2 is not really manageable to play on the road. And so, I'm not. Um, just requires too much network to be able to play the way I want to play that game. So, I like raiding. Can't raid um, when you have like 10 seconds of latency. Okay, it's just not good. Okay, so decided to play another game, and here I've actually got two profiles on here. I have one um, that I started when I first got the base game, and then I added a couple of the expansions. I've got Oregon, Idaho, um, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, of course California. I think California is the base game. But as you can see, I've only got about 10% of the map explored on this new profile because when I got Idaho, I started a new profile so I could start in Idaho Falls. And it's a little interesting with that because I was born in Idaho Falls, Idaho. And in the entirety of my life, I have stayed in Idaho Falls for 17 days. Not months, not years, days. See, my father was in the United States Navy, and he um, was stationed probably right around here. There's a nuclear reactor prototype training facility somewhere around here, and that's where he was stationed when I was born. And my birth, actually, my mother's health during the pregnancy delayed his transfer from prototype facility to um, to his first boat. But that was a very long time ago, and I was actually just recently went through here. I went through from Ogden up through Pocatello, Twin Falls, Boise, Ontario, and up here through into Portland. And I got to tell you, so far with everywhere that I have driven, uh, since I've got my CDL and been in a real truck, from here to here was probably the prettiest drive, prettiest road along this river right here. There's a river that goes between Oregon and Washington as the state line. I think it's the Columbia River. And 84 through here is just gorgeous, absolutely stunningly gorgeous. and it's really kind of making me want to not move to Portland. Don't think I'd move to Portland, but maybe move into Idaho at some point might not be a a bad thing there. I'm hoping that as this game progresses, um, moves further east, I would love to see the whole country added to this game. I still need to get Washington, Montana, Wyoming, and Texas. So we'll get there. But right now, I am in Newport, Oregon, and I had just delivered some chemicals to this paper plant here. So we are going to see where we go to next. I actually want to head up to Portland because I really want to do this drive right here in the game to see just how, to see if they recreated it well. So we're gonna see if they have anything here going to Portland, or even up here to Astoria. Looks like there's some good places there. There's just some good places there. So, but right now I'm based out of Idaho Falls on this character, and I've got 3 trucks right now. Let's go driver manager. I've got 2 other drivers, 3 trucks. This is a um, fairly new character, level 11. It doesn't really take that long to get there. Kind of going hazmat on this character. Yeah, I made a girl, a little blonde Russian chick, which kind of sucks because for realism, I'd like to base out of Chicago for that, because all the Russians seem to base out of Chicago. So we're going to, I've got 98,000 right now. I just upgraded my first garage. So my first garage is large, and I still need to buy 2 trucks and hire 2 more people. So I'm at 98,000, and let's look at the bank. Now, I could borrow 60 grand, but I really don't want to take out a loan less than 100,000 because of the payment. Okay, the higher the loan, actually, the smaller the payment for the amount of money. So it's I don't want to pay that much for a $50,000 loan. So I'll just work towards it because I want to get the loans down anyway. I want to try to get to a point where I am making enough money to where I do not need the loan. I'm actually doing pretty good. Let me see here. Where's the show? Penalties, expiration. Okay, that doesn't have anything. Now, let's go over here. Okay. International by line. Yeah, I'm running internationals on this character. Okay, so I need to be level 13 before I can get a sleeper on the LTs. Now, the Skyrise sleeper is a big old sleeper. It's going to be level 24. Yeah, it's going to take a while. But we shall see. Now, that's just on those. Let me look at... let's take a look at Mac. See what I can buy on Mac. If I can get a sleeper berth yet. No. That's ugly. That's not bad. How about Kenworth? Kenworth Peterbilt, sorry. Ooh, that's pretty. But yeah, can't get a sleeper yet. It's 139,000. Let's see what the sleeper is for this one. Oof, 155,000. Okay. I may end up switching to Kenworth. Let's see. Kenworth or Peterbilt. Sorry, I keep. Let's see here. That's 138. So Kenworth and the Peterbilts are a little more cost effective. But I think by the time I get to that level, let me see here. What am I at right now? I'm at level 12. So by the no, probably not by the time I get to level 13, because I am probably only going to have to take maybe one, maybe two more loads to get to level 13. If I do it right. But first, I need to see. I think I need to rest. Okay, so I have 3 hours. Okay. 3 hours and 24 minutes until I need to rest. Freight market. Let's see what we got here. So I am in Newport. So we'll go over here. Nampa. Okay. Newport. Alright. Let's see. Wheel loader. Let's see. Where do I want to go? I want to go to Portland. See if there's anything Newport going to Portland. There is. Let's see if there's anything a little bit more. No, that's the only thing going to Portland. So we'll go ahead and take that one. Just because I want to go to Portland. It's only $5,000, but we'll go ahead and go there.
Let's do this.
All right. So. All right. Yeah. Here we go. And yeah, I need to get a better keyboard. This keyboard sucks. So there's my beautiful truck. You know, I know people say internationals suck, but my first truck wasn't international, and I've got a soft spot for them. Okay. So we're gonna go right there, and while we're rolling, we are going to run some podcasts here. Okay, nothing too major. We're gonna listen to Anma.
This is episode 47. Last time it was episode 46 twice. We went to Coffee and Crisp, and then we went to the studio because
I wouldn't sit there.
You think no good?
I don't trust it.
Dude, that thing is like 800 pounds of solid.
Yeah, what's
It's also 800 years old. I think they built the school around that.
I think if anything's going to break here, it's not going to be this giant concrete mausoleum.
I'm with you. So, man, it's going to be really hard to keep an eye on this thing. I hope this thing doesn't fucking die again. So last time, we lost an episode, but don't worry, we still recorded one. And now, yeah, you fucking wish it
Two
was
for
that
the
easy.
price of one.
Yep. Now, we are not talking
Turn
about
left.
the pork chop NIMBYism, probably. Announcing departures,
Get ready
20-plus
to
year
turn left.
coworkers, expansion, estate sale findings, and et cetera.
Turn left.
But we are at Terrible Love. So this is episode 47.
Terrible Love.
Terrible Love Coffee.
It's an interesting name for
In
a
front of
coffee
us.
shop.
I think this used to
Is
be
this
a
what this
school.
is?
Yeah,
It
got,
did. It used to be a great school.
Purchased by Draft House. It became their headquarters. And,
Still?
I don't know. I think so, but it seems like there's other businesses here as well.
Yeah, I think it's. I didn't know the building was purchased by the
Get
draft
ready
house, but I
to
think it's
turn
one of
left.
those things where
Yes.
they just repurposed a really
I play
cute
on a
old grade
keyboard,
school that got
so a
decommissioned
little bit
into
jerky on the
multiple businesses.
There's a
steering wheel.
There's a
Old
bar
school, baby.
slash hotel up in Portland. This reminds me of
Mm.
called the Kennedy School,
Mm-hmm.
where they it's a company, I guess a brewery called
McMenamins.
McMenamins. They're big up there, and they purchased an old school, and they kind of retrofitted it to be a hotel slash pub, and it's it's still got all the lockers and it's still like all school themed, but you can go and like drink at school.
Yeah, they have two. They have two bars. They have like honors bar and detention. They're the two different themed bars. There's a swimming pool. There's a movie theater.
There
like
is a-
an
I forgot
Alamo
about
Draft
that,
House
yeah.
style movie theater. There's 2 restaurants inside of it, and then if you get a hotel room, your hotel room is one half of a classroom. They like partition the classrooms in the half.
That's
They're
pretty
huge.
cool.
It's
And
super cool.
and it's all school themed. It's cute. It's a fun place to stay.
I've never stayed there. I've always wanted to, but I just didn't go to. It was never convenient for all of our work trips to Portland, and I've just never really gone back.
Yeah, I went to Portland a lot because of like my ex-wife's family and stuff.
Yeah.
They were from up that way, and so I would go there a bunch. But yeah, it's like on the other side of town from where we would stay
Get
when
ready
we were
to
in the
turn
Pearl,
left.
when we would go do.
Get
is that
ready
what's called
to
the Pearl?
turn left.
Yeah, where we would do all the ad agency work.
Yeah. But we found like here in Austin, not at McMenamins School, we found like a little
Turn left.
couple of benches in the shade by
Yeah, it's great.
by a pot. I don't know, a potted plant thing. That I swear it's gonna.
Yeah,
break.
kind of ran that light.
I don't know how you.
It,
This thing and the cockroaches are the only
Keep
thing that'll
left.
survive.
Nope.
And then
Or-
turn
I'm
left.
speeding horribly.
but yeah, so this is like, this is Hyde Park. This is Hyde Park technically, right? We're in.
Smack
Turn
Hyde Park,
left.
Hyde Park. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
right.
between Avenue A and B, I think.
No, we're between Avenue A and Guadalupe.
Well, Guadalupe's over there. Yeah, I guess so.
We're on B.
Guadalupe's over there,
But,
and
but
Avenue A
this
is
is B right here.
Yep.
Is it? Because that
Yeah.
building
There's-
says A.
Gotta
Does
wait
say
on
A.
the
I wonder if
light.
B's the other side.
Well, Avenue A may start right there because A doesn't go all the way down.
Ah, okay.
Ah.
Real inside baseball stuff.
I didn't know that, and I didn't know that's how this worked.
Yeah.
Avenue A and Avenue B alley are right over there.
Okay.
I don't understand how any of this operates. This is a weird part of town that I never come to.
There's a.
I used to live over here.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like, it's cool, I guess, but also it feels like to me, everything else in Hyde Park where they made the best of something that was already here.
Dude, this is my memory of living here. I lived here with Gavin. I was doing a renovation on my
Get
house.
ready to
and so
turn
for
right.
13 months, we had to live somewhere else. And so we rented a house right over off Duval there, like right in the heart
Turn
of
right.
Hyde Park. And the thing I remember most about this area is that if you live here or ever make the mistake of being in the front yard of where you live,
That's a pretty cool little corner
every
store.
45 seconds, an old white dude with a beard and Birkenstocks is gonna talk to you about the yard. It's just like it's like Ben and Jerry's, just like coming by every 30 seconds.
This is also close to a like kind of a weird part of Austin where the Austin State Hospital is like kind of right across the way over here,
Mhm.
which is I felt like a big black hole and has been like a black hole for a long time, but they're finally renovating it
Yeah.
and like fixing it up, and it seems like it's been going on for a couple of years. And I
Cute
don't know.
little town
I,
here.
I have no knowledge
Get ready
of
to turn right.
that place.
They're completely rebuilding it on the other side, right?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
On the Lamar side.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Turn
place is
right.
interesting. It's like the I guess the mental hospital, and it's still in use. It's interesting to me because we have filmed maybe 30 Rooster Teeth things there. They rent out the basement. Like we filmed an episode of Haunter there. One of the I think maybe
Yeah,
the
all right,
pilot
let me
we
go
filmed
check
there,
in
and
with
a bunch of other
security.
stuff.
Finally,
I know Joel filmed
we
there
are
once way
here.
back in the day when he was doing his thing with Gilby. Have you ever
Alright.
filmed there?
No,
Hey,
I've
guys.
never been there.
Oh yeah, I would say we filmed there. Like
you
Rooster
doing
Teeth's
over
filmed
there?
a bunch for different stuff.
I gotta
Don't
pick
invite
up.
me.
You were just never on the scary shoots.
But yeah, and then this I guess was
Alright.
it's been there for a long time. That's why they're
Like we
rebuilding
got
it.
this
That's why
unit
there's a
right
big
here.
contra there, and that's
Go ahead and
Okay,
take that
here we
job.
go.
that owns/ran that graveyard over there on 51st. That's kind of abandoned now.
It looks abandoned. It's just got big wire
Alright.
fence around it.
Yeah,
There's
looks like it's falling apart.
thousands of people
Huh.
buried there.
Yeah,
right?
Looks like a nice little
Dude-
house.
Did we talk about this? The dude who founded Dallas is buried there supposedly.
The TV show?
No, the city. Who shot JR? I don't know, but he's buried over there on 51st Street.
Patrick.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just no one's buried there anymore. I don't know when the last
Alright.
person was interred there, but it's like a lot of graves with no headstones. And a
Yeah,
lot of,
this is actually
like,
very accurate right here.
away,
That I stick my head out the window to back up.
Where it
Yeah,
is.
it's like it's fascinating. Let me ask you a question, because that's something that permeated our childhood. You were born in what, 77?
78.
78? That's something that permeated our childhood.
Ready
It's
to
something
roll.
I don't, and I've actually read the answer to, but I no longer know the answer. Who shot Jay? Do you know?
Who's Pat Skipsy, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I wish you
brother, Bobby?
could
I
get
don't know.
out
I
of
never
the
watched
truck
Dallas. It's a little before my
and
time. I don't know.
actually
I
set
watch it because it was for grown-ups.
your
was
airlines and your
It's like shit
landing
grown-ups
gear.
would watch at night.
J.R. Ewing.
But you
J.R.
can't.
Ewing. Yeah, I know he was a villain. Blah blah blah. Called his own wife Sue Ellen a slut. Blah blah blah.
Sounds like a Texan to me.
Yeah. It doesn't. Siri doesn't say. It wants to take me to Wikipedia or something.
It was Maggie, right? Ultimately, it was Maggie.
That was that.
Spoiler alert for Who Shot JR.
Maggie Simpson.
Like 40 years
so,
ago.
you know, I grew up in a small town, and when the Fox network started, we didn't get it.
Right.
Like, so when like The Simpsons first came on air and was popular, there was no way for me to watch it because we just didn't have Fox.
So you didn't get Parker Lewis Can't Lose or
So like all of the
Get a Life?
No, I missed all that. But all of that, like Who Shot Mr. Burns stuff, we didn't get Fox till after that. So I remember like seeing commercials on other networks about it, and like there was like a whole Butterfinger tie-in, like you could buy like special Butterfingers. Like we got the
Alright.
Butterfingers,
Checking
we just
with
didn't
security.
get the show. We didn't get the show I think till the season after that. That's when
Hey,
we
y'all.
finally got Fox.
So you
to watch
just-
The
sign my
Simpsons.
You just had
paperwork.
this vague idea of
Yep.
The Simpsons as a cartoon.
Right.
but-
It's like,
Seal
I
looks
knew it
good.
was popular,
All
but
right.
I'd see like
Let me go ahead
people
and
wearing the
finish my
shirts, but it's
paperwork
like,
dispatch
I know
right
you don't know
quick.
what that is. We live in the same town.
All right.
Like, you know, the underachiever and proud of it, Bart Simpson shirts. Like,
So-
Yeah.
why are you wearing that shirt?
That-
I know you've never seen the show.
That was the kid whose parents had satellite.
I need.
Maybe.
That's like when I was a kid. When I was like
You
maybe
know what?
9
I'll go
or
to this
10,
rest area over here.
I started watching the Howard Stern Channel 9 show. It would come on at like 1 a.m. in Alabama on Saturday night. And I watched that show for like a year.
Time to hit the road.
Probably, I probably got some of my earliest erections in that show. and well, you know, underdog and all. And,
Because I've got.
and then
I've got
that
19
show stopped
hours.
on TV, and I forgot about it for years. I was like 19 or 18
Turn
when I
left.
discovered that Howard Stern show was a radio show.
Oh, wow.
My boss listened. I was like, "Is this that dude from the game shows at late at night?" I had no clue.
That's
I
really
discovered
funny.
Howard twice in my life.
That's so great. You were saying that you lived around here, right?
Yeah, pretty close.
This is a place you ever lived, or what? Hyde Park?
Hyde Park.
I know. Honestly,
I've
I'll be.
lived-
I don't. I with you. I never know.
I've lived. No, I've lived over on the east side, which is like a pretty close shot over here. Probably like 5-10 minutes away, if that. But no, never over here in Hyde Park itself.
Hyde Park is one of the like classic neighborhoods in Austin. It was also where some of the worst redlining in the
Oh,
city.
absolutely.
Get ready to
I think we
turn left.
mentioned that.
I did. Yeah.
Last, I don't, was that in the Lost episode or was that in the?
It was mentioned that this was a
Turn
whites
left.
only neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah.
When and that you can find old like newspaper ads and stuff for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally blew through that
Fucking
stuff
nice.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, and again, it's stuff that's so old here. It feels like these businesses have been around forever, and then they just repurpose stuff into other stuff.
Yeah, all the houses and stuff are probably still racist because they're 150 years old. It's just
Wow.
hopefully the people that are.
It's just.
This
like,
is a
I-
hill.
I drive around here or whatever, and it's just like, man, this shit is old, and this thing used to be it's a gym now, but like this used to be like a house. Like I don't know. There's just like a lot of that around
Yeah,
here.
there's like that Hyde Park Bar and Grill, which is very clearly an old house
Yeah.
that got converted into a restaurant. Yeah, so
Well, this
it's
is
a
pretty
lot of stuff like
realistic.
that. But it's really
Crawling
funny.
up a
It's
hill
all-
at
Ready
like how
19
old-
miles an
really
hour.
old for Austin. You know, when was this stuff built? The early 1900s? Is it like
Yeah.
100 years old maybe?
Turn right.
American old,
Right.
and then you go to fucking you go to Italy and the water fountain is older than Jesus.
Right. So it's funny how subjective all that stuff is. Like, yeah, sure, it's old, I guess, but not really. So, like I said, I've lived on the east side, and it's a really quick drive to get over here. Really, it's just on the other side of 35. But I feel like there is a distinct difference. Like you talked about being in your front lawn and like
Go straight
an
on.
old white dude in Birkenstocks wanting to come up and talk to you about your lawn.
Mhm.
That does not happen over on the east side. It's all overgrown and wild.
No, you'll get either a really nice lady pushing a cart trying to sell empanadas, who I love. I love that lady. Or sometimes,
Empanadas. Nom 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 nom.
what do you call them? That you got to shuck with the
Corn?
yeah, but what do you call them?
I don't. You're like squeezing your hand in a weird motion. I don't know.
Like the food that you put in corn, you wrap it in corn leaves.
Tamale?
Tamale, yeah.
Oh.
Tamales. A lot of, I don't know why I dropped the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you hold a tamale in your hand
Wow.
like this.
I've never. What you're doing? I've never eaten a tamale that way. I've never.
You look like he was holding like a tomato and checking it for ripeness, like squeezing it.
It looked like he was grabbing something throbbing, and I didn't know what it was.
Doing the universal tomato sign, or the
Throbbing.
universal tamale sign.
Oh wow.
What a mess.
Tamale.
That's
Everybody knows
terrible.
tamale.
Now you're checking for testicular cancer.
I was checking for test. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor said epitome of health.
Yeah, I'm good. I passed all my tests.
Congratulations,
A+,
got an
bud.
A. Yeah. But I feel like over there on that side, the lawns are not nearly as manageable. It's like there's empty lawns across the
Yes,
road
I
here.
listen to
Every
this shit
house in
while I'm
Hyde Park.
actually driving.
Every house in Hyde Park is between 1.5 and 4 million.
That's true.
There's
Yeah.
probably a big difference.
That is true.
Keep left.
I do like going
and
to open
then
houses on the
turn
weekend.
left.
Oh my
I think
God.
we've talked about that before. But it's like I do specifically enjoy coming to open houses over here because it's like, this is a tiny house, and how much
Turn
do you want
left.
for it again?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. $2 million.
1,700 square feet, $2.8 million. Wow. That being said, they have a lot of creative homes tours over here too. The walking tours are great. Yeah.
Oh,
you just
yeah.
walk around all day long and just look at other people's stuff.
We're really close to the parlor
Yeah.
here, right?
43rd and Guadalupe.
What is the parlor?
Parlor
Place, pizza
is,
bar.
yeah, it used to be over on North Loop where Workhorse is now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they moved, God, when they moved, like 10, 15 years ago?
Well, yeah, more than like 15. And I used to say they moved. They opened the second location. They operated both for a while.
Oh, right.
And then eventually the North Loop closed down.
It doesn't make sense because from here to North Loop it's 10 blocks.
Yeah.
Like they had two locations 10 blocks away, which makes no sense.
The parlor's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like punk rock pizza. It's like they have bands play. It's it's dark like casino.
It would be like
inside,
casino if casino served pizza instead of burgers.
and had no theming. The only theme of
Yeah,
the parlor
I
is
went
that it's
up
dark.
and
How's
over
the
that
pizza?
curb.
Great.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's just like American,
Yeah.
like normal ass pizza.
I've never. How is this not in a conversation of best pizza in Austin?
No,
This is
I don't
not-
think so.
No.
It used to be.
Yeah, it used
Really?
All right.
Yeah, but I
What
think
year was that when it used to be?
2000.
Shut
2014.
everything
Oh,
off.
I wouldn't even go. No, I would go earlier than that.
I was, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
go to
I would
bed.
say it was still really good up until then. It's not bad. It's just there's so much other stuff.
Yeah, just like
Yep,
the pizza
there's my loan
scene in
payments.
Austin is
I've
really
never
fun.
Oh
heard- I
yay,
gotta do
it's
this.
I used to
rainy.
drink. That was like my home away from home for years.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says on the description: pies, pints, pool, and pinball. All right,
I
let's
played
go.
a lot of pool.
Along with a jukebox playing post-punk and goth rock.
Well, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit to our
Yeah.
NFT segment here.
Okay.
The parlor.
Okay.
Okay. That's
There you go.
that's a good middle of the show NFT.
It's like
Yeah.
43rd and Guadalupe.
Again, definitely not for tourists. I live here and I didn't know about this fucking place.
Oh, it's great, man.
So is that? You have any stories from
We used
that?
to go to the parlor a lot back when it was on North Loop.
Yeah, I've been to the Hyde Park one way more just so I could walk to it from where I lived. So I would go there like twice a week for about a year.
Hey, let's
I don't think I have any wild stories.
Aw,
Because
man.
it's not like downtown. It's not like in like an entertainment district. It was like you would go there when you wanted to like have dinner and show up.
Max
Go
is-
there with a couple of people.
I will say Millie learned a lot about life.
Oh, that car had so much potential.
We would go there when she was a toddler, up to like maybe she was like 7.
All right, we're
And
going to go
anytime
ahead
she wanted to
and
beer or something,
yes,
I would
we're
take
going
her
to turn
go
right.
to the bar and order it herself. And she's like, I
Because
don't want to do it. I don't want to talk to that lady. And I'm like, "You
I
don't
want
talk
to
her."
go
And
see
that's how you're gonna get okay with talking.
This.
So Millie learned to order. Sounds terrible. Millie learned to order at bars when she was like 4 or 5, but not booze, just like drinks. She just learned to be independent.
I think that's a really good skill. I think
I really wanted her not to be scared to talk to.
a lot of people don't push their kids to
Yeah.
do that, and I think you end up with like a lot of those shy kids who like bury their face in their parents' clothing and don't want to talk to anyone.
I have a
So we're
I
going
have a
to
thing
come
where
here.
I think everyone should have to work like a warehouse job
Yeah.
for a year. Or I guess, I mean, I don't want to say be in the military, but it's a kind of thing where you have
Nice.
to bond and learn how to small talk
This
with
is
people that
really
you never
cool.
fucking talk to. And that's the place where you
About
do
this
it,
game
is a
is that
warehouse.
I think Germany
got
has
these
it right.
spots
I'm
right
sure
here.
a lot of people will disagree with me, maybe you guys. as well. I think
camera
Germany has it right
spots
where
and
when
stuff
you
where you
are
can look
required
around
to
and
either enter military
all
or
sorts of
civil
cool
service
stuff like
No,
that.
for
I
like
totally agree.
a year or two when you turn 18. So either if you don't want to join the military because you're a conscientious objector or you don't want whatever, that's totally fine. You go be a nurse or learn how to.
I think
Is that what civil service is? I'm not sure what civil service
They have
is.
like
I'm not
I don't know
familiar.
what constitutes civil service there, but they have a bunch of different paths you can take. But you have to do something. It doesn't have to be military. It has to be some other. form of
ANMA is
service.
pro-draft.
I think that's good. I think a lot of countries do that. Like South Korea does the same thing.
Yeah.
Like that's why BTS
This is
went
so
on a hiatus or broke
cool.
up. Like you have to serve 2
Especially
years. I think
it's
it's like a year
sunset
and a half
and it's
now, in
rainy.
the military.
I
But
love
think
that it
having the civil service
adds
angle
the
as well for
weather and
countries,
the
yeah,
timing
is
and
a
everything
great
to
alternative.
Like we used to know a dude
cutscene.
who was in a band who was a friend of ours who was 26 and I think he was a dual citizen, Israeli and U.S. And I think if you to maintain your Israeli citizenship, you have to spend 1 year in the military by the time you turn 27 or 28. And so he had to leave the band and go back to Israel for a year because he didn't want to lose his passport and serve in the military. And then he came back.
Yeah. Quick sidebar. If anyone wants to catch a quick hepatitis A, there's like a razor blade.
Oh,
Right
nice.
here.
Yeah.
We similarly we got
Alright, so I
interviewed
got
by
9
a
hours
long time
to
ago. Back when we showed the Butte office.
183
It was from
showing 3 hours,
Switzerland?
36
Stefan?
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he told a story about
Or
like
Norway, maybe. Somewhere.
I
up
think it was
there.
Switzerland. But like they had mandatory military service as well, and when you leave the military, they give you a gun. You have to
Get ready to turn right.
Yeah, and it's like for the rest of his life, he had to have this gun in his house, and it's like he was a pacifist and he didn't want the gun, so
Turn
he was
right.
going through this like really long, involved process of returning the gun to the government, so that he no longer had to keep it in his home.
He was a
And
really.
he said it wasn't like a machine gun or something. He said it was like some archaic bolt
Well,
action.
of course.
Right.
But like,
thing.
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
He was one of those dudes who saw what we were like, saw the art form in what we were doing, where we didn't. We just wanted to make the dick and fart jokes, you know. But I always liked him a lot.
Yeah, there were a lot of people in the early days who kept trying to compare it.
Elevate us.
Yeah, to like other artistic formats. We got a lot of comments about Waiting for Godot.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I don't know. I just want to tell a dick joke on the internet.
I like Star Wars.
Do you feel like that was something that, I don't want to say battle is the right word, but is that something that sort of like plagued you like in like those early years where people were making
So
it
we're gonna be driving in the cold.
No.
for what you were?
I think that what
July
happened,
rain.
how about this? There was a natural course correction where we were sort of a darling for the first 3 or 4 years. What we were doing was new, clever, and people had and people thought unique, even though it had been going on for a long time. We just didn't realize it. And so there were a lot of people that wanted to like ascribe the high-minded artistic nature of what we were doing, and we rode that. That was fine, but it became pretty clear pretty quickly that we were juvenile and sophomoric and wanted to make South Park, and so they all just kind of got sick of us real fast. And like I remember, we won a bunch of awards at the Machinima Awards, and then we went back the next year.
Keep
We won a bunch
left,
of awards,
and
and then
then
next year
turn left.
we didn't win any awards. And they were like, "You've had." Like it's like they didn't say that, but it was totally the vibe I got from that whole industry. That was like,
Turn
all right,
left.
now it was fun. We promoted you guys, but now everybody's talking about the goddamn Red versus Blue, and they're ignoring Machinima as an art form, and now you guys are the things that's dragging it down, and they just we kind of fell out of favor with that world and stayed and have never been back in favor.
Despite the fact, if I may, we put it on the map.
So one could certainly make that argument. One could certainly make
So I
that
just
argument.
told
Being
you
a
missed
little
the
more
light.
conservative there. It had existed for a long time.
Yeah.
I think
12 years.
We just were at the right place at the right time, and it really exploded when we started doing it.
Technically, James Cameron used Machinima to help design and shoot the Titanic. Remember he,
Oh look,
Yeah,
Covenant
so-
Transport.
and that was way before us. But yeah.
That was way before.
Tried to work for them.
So you guys are saying you're like the James Cameron.
It
of the
wouldn't
internet.
take my
Yeah.
teammate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're like James Cameron.
That's good.
Yeah,
Is this like
every single one $1 billion.
Yeah, each project
Why is
more
my dash
successful
cam
than the
not
last.
is this kind of like your avatar then? Avatar?
Anma's Avatar 3. Or Avatar 3.
We're sitting by. I'm gonna derail us again.
Please.
We're sitting by this little.
Were we railed?
We're sitting by this, like I said, we're sitting on these benches, and there's like a little ashtray. It's this like cigarette butt dispenser,
Yeah.
or not dispenser, but like disposal.
A cigarette butt
Disposal container.
dispenser.
There's a lock to open it up. Like if you want to empty out the cigarette butts, you have to have a key. Like, what are they afraid someone gonna steal
Dude,
their cigarette?
you never know. I just watched.
It's not even bolted to the ground.
Are you watching the new season of Beavis and Butthead?
I watched only the first episode. I've not watched since.
In like episode 3 or 4, Beavis gets addicted to eating cigarette butts. He's eating hundreds of them, but Beavis can't stop him. So you know.
Yeah, looks like I need to watch me some Beavis and Butthead.
Favorite of the new ones so far, and I haven't seen all of the season 2 stuff, was I think it was in season 1 where they want to find dinosaur bones and they make the Bonosaurus, and they try to get rich off of that. It's great.
It's a great show.
That's a show that I was surprised to see come back, right? Like they had the movie Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, and then they kind of like launched.
Well, it's come back a couple times because they had a season before that movie. They had a season in like 2016.
Really?
Yeah, and it's really funny. There's an episode where they decide they want to become werewolves and vampires, so they can get laid, like in
Twilight.
In Twilight. So they get like a methy dude, homeless dude, to bite them, and they get sick, and they think they're becoming vampires. It's one of the funniest episodes ever, and that's like, yeah, there's like a season there, 2016, 2017.
Okay, so it sounds like we need to watch
and
Beavis
now
and
they brought it
Butthead.
back on Paramount Plus, and now they're on season 2 on Paramount
Yeah.
Plus. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a couple episodes ago. I just said I just canceled my Paramount Plus because all I was using it was to watch Beavis and Butthead. I was like, this is gonna come on Comedy Central eventually. I'll just watch it.
It's fucking good. It's real funny. I like what they're doing with where they've time skipped to the old Beavis and Butthead. You get to see their adventures too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
there's a lot
one
of
thing
things
on
my
here
animation projects. There's a lot of talk about
this game,
like King of
on
the
this
Hill
game,
coming back.
is that
And King of the Hill is a very
it has
without like it's not set in Austin, it's set in Austin, right?
yeah.
But it's a very weirdly Austin
used
show.
to see
Weirdly
Hairbreak.
Texas show.
Well,
Right?
it's very
Or
weird.
the Jake
There's
break.
a lot of very specific Austin references in that show as well.
It's not very realistic on
like
how much it actually
Richmond
slows you
Propane
down.
Was modeled after a propane place up in Cedar Park.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a setting
they all live on Rainy Street. Rainy
issue or
Street is a street in Austin.
it's just a realism
The episode where they
sort of
Van
deal.
Richards, like that looks like the Hyatt downtown. Like
Yeah, it just
there's
does
a lot
not.
of very Austin specific references.
Doesn't
in that
slow you
show.
down enough.
The thing that was always weird to me about that show is I had left Texas to go live in New Jersey when what kind of happened, and so it was like my last year and a half in the Army. That brief period where I left Texas and then I lived in New Jersey and I came back to Texas again. I shouldn't say Texas, Austin. It wasn't Texas. It was Austin. And I would watch it and I'd be like, this is fucking awesome, but this show will not make it because it can't be funny to anybody outside of Texas. Like this entire show is one big inside joke for people that have lived in Texas, and the fact that
Right.
it went like 13 seasons always blew
It's
me
a long
away.
time.
'Cause I just,
Go straight
I
up.
would have already
Well,
been
supposedly,
halfway
we'll see.
stopped with
that's
as
gonna be
long
time
as
skip
I.
to do, I think.
Yeah, I think they said that they would pick it up like 20 years later, where everyone's older.
I don't want to see that. Just give me more.
I wanna see grown-up Bobby.
I would have
I
said
don't.
that.
That makes me so nervous.
I would have said that before, but the old Beavis and Butthead segments in Beavis and Butthead are done really well.
Okay.
And since it's also Mike Judge, it makes me think that that will also be executed well.
Luann Platter's the thing, right?
Yeah, it's a meal you can get at Luby's that Jack will tell you about if you ever mention Beavis and Butthead or Luby's.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
King of the Hill.
Or sorry, King.
Yeah, it's like you get like a main and two sides, and that's the Luann platter.
That's so funny.
And that's the name.
The name
of
of
it.
It's the name of, and who was played by Brady Murphy. who's dead.
Yeah. And so is her husband in the
Oh.
show.
That's true.
Yeah, it was
That's true.
Weird as hell that Tom Petty was a voice in that show.
So strange.
Tom Petty was a pretty good actor, though.
He's good.
Did you ever see Panic Room?
Oh, yeah.
He was the bad guy.
He was good in that, yeah.
Keep left.
I always forget.
And then
No, wait, that wasn't
turn
him. That was
left.
Dwight Yoakam, wasn't it?
You're right.
Yeah.
Dwight Yoakam
I
and
was
Tom
gonna say,
Petty.
there's no way.
Dwight Yoakam and Tom Petty are the same dude in my head.
Turn
That was
left.
so funny. So Tom
How are
Petty's like third
Dwight
last show.
Yoakam and
Yeah.
Tom
Did you
Petty
really?
the same dude?
How is it?
It's fucking great. And he was in like he was
That
excited
doesn't
about
make
the tour they're about
any
to
bit
go
of
on,
sense.
And like, you never would have guessed he died 3 weeks later.
You don't, man, you don't know.
You never know.
You never, yeah. Scary. That was a real bummer.
He had an interesting career, that Tom Petty.
Yeah. I think that streaming services, we're getting way off topic, but I don't care. I'm making my stand here. I think streaming services should list Tom Petty and Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers as one thing, because I know
Oh,
it's
yeah,
all
yeah.
it's all the same thing except the drummer.
Yeah.
Like Tom Petty wrote the stuff for Tom Petty, but like the backing band was the Heartbreakers, except the drummer.
I would say Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers are the Red vs. Blue of the music industry.
Wow.
I
That's pretty
would
good.
go that far.
That's
I would go out
awesome.
there, yeah. Congratulations to them, man. They really made it.
So Mudcrutch is banned before Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers? Is that like drunk gamers?
Yeah, exactly.
Mud Crutch?
Yeah.
Then again?
No. No, they're mud-crud.
No, I gotta agree with Eric on this one. Tom Petty and Tom
So
Petty
it's
and the
that time of year where I
Heartbreakers should
switched
be
to
listed.
ice cream
Like
burgers.
Bob
So normally,
Seger
I
and
hate
Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet
deviating and
Band.
getting something different.
They
Like,
should
it's
be
just
listed as
brutal.
one
We've
thing.
entered the awful part of the Austin summer early this year. We've already hit 100 degrees, and I think this week it's going to be like 104, 105 for the high pretty much every day.
It's the 10th earliest we've hit 100 in history.
Yeah.
Which isn't really that bad because, like, 2 through, like, if this is number 10, like, 1 through 9 were all, like, the last 9 years. Like,
Yeah. I bet number one was probably like 2011. That was.
No, it was like 1920.
Was it?
And then there were, but there's been like 5 or 6 of them in the last 7.
Yeah. We're definitely a trend.
Definitely a trend.
But yeah, it's into that time of year where the air conditioner runs pretty much nonstop all day. You try to do anything you can to avoid being outside. I'm glad we do Anima in the morning. 'Cause even though it's like 10:45 right now, it is unbearable. I'm glad we're in the shade because it's awful.
Yeah, I've been trying to do my bike rides at 6 a.m. now, and I couldn't the other day, and I had to do it at like 2 p.m.
Ooh.
That was 101. It was so brutal. I did a thing for AMP. That I want to talk about. Not a big deal. Gus,
sounds
you
like
and I have, but I specifically did this for this podcast. Right? You and I have talked in the past, I think on this podcast, about Delaware subs.
Yeah.
We used to go, there were 3 Delaware subs. We used to go to, it was like
the only one I can remember was like the one down off of Williams Cabin.
there was one right over here at Medical Arts. And like,
Oh yeah, there was. Yeah.
that's the other side sub shop now, which is my sub shop of choice. You should go there. It's phenomenal. They got a really good.
Watch your hand.
And
Almost got
that was
hepatitis
got
there.
razor blade, yeah.
Nope. Might help if I don't try to
Great on
walk my
sandwiches, but there's a
differentials
better
at
way to break
50
your bad
miles
habits.
an
We're talking
hour.
about some weird mind voodoo from your crazy neighbor. We're talking about our sponsor, Fume, and they look at the palate in a different way. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong, so instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? Fume is an innovative, award-nominated device that does just that. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses all natural, delicious flavors. I mean, you get it. Instead of bad, Fume is good. It's a habit
Flannel.
you're free to enjoy. And makes
Seattle.
replacing your bad habit easy. It comes with an adjustable airflow dial, which is
Flannel.
designed with
In
movable parts and
Seattle.
magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for de-stressing and anxiety.
Hail
while
but
breaking
trumpet.
your habit.
And then turn
Stopping
right.
is something we all put off. It's hard,
Portland.
but switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, even fun. Fume has served over 100,000 customers and has thousands of success
Turn
stories.
right.
There's no reason that can't be you. Join Fume in accelerating humanity's
Yep,
breakup
stop
from
draining.
destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com and use code ANMA to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com and use code ANMA to save an additional 10% off your order today. Now that it's summer, you might be looking for wholesome, convenient meals for sunny, active days. Well, Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel
Come
up
on,
fast with
Stevens.
flavorful and nutritious, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track reaching your goals. Too busy with summer plans to cook, but want to make sure you're eating well? With Factor, skip the trip to the grocery store, skip the chopping, prepping, and cleaning up too, while still getting the flavor and nutritional quality you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. So all you have to do is heat and enjoy, and then get back outside, soak up that warm weather. If you're looking for calorie-conscious options this summer, try delicious dietitian-approved calorie smart meals with around or less than 550 calories per serving.
I think I'm in the wrong
If you get extra
lane.
boost to support your
I'm in
wellness
the
goals
wrong
this
lane.
summer, try Protein Plus
Ew.
meals with 30 grams of protein
Come on there, buddy.
or more per serving.
Keep right.
You get it. There's
Keep
so
right.
many different options.
Really?
Plus, with Factor, you can rest assured that you're making a sustainable choice. They
Ooh,
offset 100%
I can't
of
keep
delivery
right.
emissions
Holy
to your door. Source 100%
Whew.
renewable electricity for production sites and offices, and feature sustainably sourced seafood
Yeah,
in their meals.
figures.
So head over to factormeals.com/ANMA.
Yeah,
Use code
recomputing. You better
ANMA50 to get
recompute.
50% off your first box. That's code ANMA50 at factormeals.com/ANMA50 to get 50% off your first box. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Hey, at least
You
this
ever
detour
stop
isn't too
and
hateful.
Think, like, in a given week, how much time you spend working on things for yourself or doing things to improve yourself versus time spent on others. I think about that every now and then. It's really
Might have to go hit
weird
that,
because it's easy
rest
to get
area
caught up
over
in
there and
what
get
everyone
some,
else needs from you,
truck stop
and
over
to
there and
not
get some
take
fuel.
the appropriate amount of time to think about what you need from yourself, whatever it is that you need in order to take care of yourself and make yourself happy. I think it's just something that's ingrained in a lot of us, where we want to make everyone else happy and work hard on pleasing everyone else at the expense of our own selves. When we spend all of that time giving, it can leave us feeling stretched thin and burned out. And therapy can give you the tools to find more balance in your
Yeah,
life.
therapy
keep
is
supporting
wonderful.
others without leaving yourself behind.
When you don't get
If
an
you're thinking of
echo
starting
chamber,
therapy, give BetterHelp a try.
or
It's
somebody who
entirely
just
online,
doesn't wanna
designed to be convenient, flexible,
the
and suited
work
to your
with
schedule.
you.
Just fill out a brief
Okay.
questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist.
This is like
If you
the
want, you
last
can switch
two
therapists
therapists
anytime
that
for no
I've
additional
had.
charge. Find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit
It's
BetterHelp.com/Anma
been-
today to get 10% off your first month. That's
Oh,
BetterHelp,
oops.
HELP.com/Anma.
Okay.
BetterHelp.com/Anma for 10%.
Yeah, shut up. Okay. So like I was saying though, is the whole therapy thing. Okay. Therapy is wonderful. Okay. I actually am a big believer in therapy. However, but you've got to have a good therapist that is willing to actively work with you and not just be an echo chamber. And the last therapist I had, I feel like, was nothing more than an echo chamber. Okay. And it sucks because it's like, you know,
Keep right and then exit right.
I have all of this
Exit right.
trained ability in, you know, advanced diagnostic
Go straight
problem-solving
on.
skills. Okay, and I have, you know, over 20 years of applying those skills nearly daily. Okay. But it doesn't get down to the root cause, especially with mental health issues. You know, it makes it where, yes, I can analyze the situation, I can analyze what's going on, and I can create processes to mitigate the effects of the issues. It doesn't fix the issues. And it certainly does not help when the people who say that they love
Go
you
straight on.
will not work with you in applying in implementing those processes and modifying them so that they fit the needs of the other people in your life as well. You know, because like, you know, yeah, you've got these processes that you need to do. Okay, you've got, you know, the administrative bullshit of life that you schedule. You know, whether you have to schedule the administrative bullshit of life, whether you have to, you know, whether the only way that you are actually physically and intellectually able to successfully manage your household finances is through, you know, actually dedicated scheduled
Keep
time to not doing it in chaos. You know, you've got to have room to integrate another person's needs into that, and it's the beauty of doing things in a logical, organized manner is you can sit down with another human being and go, okay, how is it that you need to do this? Okay, and you can integrate that into the way you need to do it. Okay, but you have to have somebody who is willing to remove the chaos and the stress and do the work that's necessary to remove the chaos
Keep right
and the stress
and then exit right.
of life, because, you know,
Exit
there
right.
shouldn't, you know, I saw this video the other day, and actually it was probably last night. You know, days get all mishmashed together. It was probably last night where I want to say it was Emily King or whatever. It was this men's advocate, TikToker, YouTuber. I'm sure I got her name wrong, but she's a men's advocate, kind of like Roma, only less in your face about it than Roma is. But anyway, she was reacting to this video, and it was this mom ranting while it looked like she was baking or something. It actually looked like whatever she was making was really good, but the point of it was she was ranting about I want my husband to come home and just look and see what needs done. It's like, no.
Keep left.
No. No. You are a stay-at-home partner. Even if you're not a stay-at-home partner, okay? You are in a partnership with multiple people, or even just in a household with multiple people. It doesn't even have to be anybody you're in a relationship with, okay? Schedule the chores. Schedule them. You don't have to assign them. And by schedule them, I do not mean like, okay, Monday at 4:30 p.m. you're going to mop the floor. No. Not that rigid, okay? It's like Monday is the bathrooms get done, okay? Or the floors get done. Or Tuesday, blah,
Keep
blah, blah.
left.
Okay, it's not about scheduling it down to the hour that the stuff gets done. Okay, it's about having things done on a consistent routine, because when you do them all consistently, you do them all on a routine. The amount of time it takes to do the job in the first place goes down every time you do the job. Okay? You follow the process for how the job is to be done. You follow the schedule
Keep
as to
right.
when the job is to be done. And life gets so much easier because you're not spending so much time and mental energy
Keep left. And then
on
turn left.
trying to figure out what needs done and when it needs to be
Turn
done.
left.
Okay? And this whole argument of, oh, I don't want to have to figure out what's for dinner every night. Cool. Spend a fucking hour on a Saturday morning in your underwear after you've made breakfast together and schedule your food for the next week. Ha ha ha! Make a giant casserole that can be eaten on for multiple days. Okay? Or if you're trying to actually be healthy, go through a meal prep. And this is not for people who have, the amount of money that makes these things irrelevant. Because if you have enough money to where you can hire people to do the administrative shit in life for you, I mean, that's my rich life goal. Ramit Sethi is like, write out your goals for your rich life, what your rich life looks like. And my rich life looks like hiring somebody to do my laundry, to do my grocery shopping, to clean my house, to cook my food, and to schedule it for when it is supposed to be eaten, and whatnot. And that's my rich life, is to not have to make those decisions, because those decisions stress me out. Especially the food, because of the food abuse that I experienced as a child. Okay, and it's taken me a long time to actually be able to quantify and speak those words because, I mentioned earlier, my father was in the military. He was a
Keep
nuclear
left,
reactor
and
operator
then
on
turn
submarines for the
left.
United States Navy. And until
Turn left.
I want to say, I can't remember if it was 92 or 94. I think it was 92. When he, no, regardless of that, I started noticing it at about 9 or 10 years old that when Dad was home, there was food. When Dad was not home, there was no food. Didn't matter if he was on shore duty, didn't matter if he was on sea duty. You know, we had a meal for dinner every night. When he was home, but when it was just Mom, there was literally like Pop-Tarts, Cheerios, and Pop-Tarts, Cheerios, and that, and and SpaghettiOs, and Doritos, and cheese dip. Oof, that's kind of a tight dock. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I'll go up and turn around. Anyway, do it like I would in real life. And so and that's not to say that my mother never made food, but the food that she made
Here we are, safe and sound.
was not good. Okay. Not only was it not good, it wasn't clean food. It's like that scene in Fight Club where the narrator and Marla are in the restaurant and he's trying to get her out of town, and she wants the clam chowder, and he goes, clean food, and that sort of thing. So damn, that Prius is there. Okay, so we'll go up here and we'll do this. Okay. Alright. Okay, so yeah. So her food was absolutely terrible. And and it's literally taken me decades to be able to eat meatloaf because of how nasty my mother's hands were and when she was making the meatloaf. And so, I could not. Ah, shit! I'm headed towards the wrong dock. All right, hang on. Let's try this again. There we go. That might work a little better. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, I'm still gonna overshoot. Yeah, I'm still overshot. I might be able to fix this one. Alright, so I gotta pull up a little bit. So yeah. So yes, I have issues and whatnot. I think that's, and people in their men's mental health, it really does not get the support, because it really doesn't, and it sucks, because there's people who say that men's mental health matters, and it really doesn't. And what you can do for your mental health is really just, at least, this is coming from somebody who has had anger issues since being a teenager. Okay. And I have tools to, mitigate my anger, to manage my anger. And if they're not used, or they're not allowed to be utilized, and by not allowed to be utilized, I mean, like, one of the biggest tools in anger management that has been um, uh, taught to me, given to me by mental health care professionals consistently for 4 decades, um, is that when you feel like you are getting to a point where it's going to be difficult, you're going to have an episode, you're going to lose your ability to really maintain control. Walk away from the situation. Okay, go sit down. Go away from the situation. And calm down. And then readdress the situation in a less emotionally chaotic fashion. Okay. And in my relationship with my youngest's mother, that was weaponized against me. Okay. Really, really bad. And I absolutely just, it's terrible. Okay. It's absolutely terrible that would be something that would be weaponized. It should never, ever, you should never weaponize somebody for actively acknowledging that, they're having an issue and that they need to take some time to calm down and be able to address the situation or whatever it is in a more calm and organized manner. And that was used against me at every opportunity that she could. And granted, there were things that I did that made it difficult for her to trust me, to hear me. But when somebody is actively trying to use the tools that they have been given by a by the professionals, I mean, that's not cool, dude. That's just not cool. All right, we're gonna go pick that up. And,
Let's do
and I can't stress enough of how it just comes down to, women really don't care about men's mental health. as a whole, I know there's women that do. You know, I've actually, I actually know a few that do. That's not an exit. Okay. So, um, it's not all women, just like it's not all men. But you do get these. There is a theme, and there is truth to the stereotypes. There's stereotypes for a reason. There's truth to it. There is a level of commonality with with
Rerouting.
with these things, and I and the worst part about it is it's like there's so
Keep
many.
left and then turn left.
There's really so many things about my ex that I absolutely adore
Turn left.
and still adore. But I'm not going to sit here and be labeled an intentional abuser, an intentionally violent human being, especially when the
Get ready to turn left.
anger management tools that I've been given over the course of 4 decades.
Turn left.
Okay. You got the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and the roaring 20s. Okay. That's 4 decades. I'm actually in my 6th decade. 80s, 90s, aughts, 10s, 20s. Okay, I'm in my 5th decade of existence. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Anyway, that's funny.
Keep left and then turn left.
I'm
Turn left.
there's so much that man is just supposed to hold in, and shouldn't have to do that. I just texted a guy that I saw is selling his car. Okay. And the way he posted that, now I am a moderator, and I'm actually an full-on admin for the group
Drive safe.
that he posted it in. And it's the tone of his message, the words that he used, and I could tell that he wasn't okay. He's not okay with selling this car. I don't know the circumstances behind why he has decided to sell the car, and unfortunately, I do not have the financial ability to buy the car and keep it in the quote-unquote the community. Because I know him from an online car community that I've been a part of for a long time.
Here we go.
And so, I texted him, and I was just like, "Hey, man, what's up?" And just kind of checking on you, and I was like, that was a big deal to him, and I feel like that's a big deal when people do that for me, and I've had a lot of issues I am extremely socially awkward and whatnot. And, a lot of it is from my upbringing and uh, the stresses of that. It's not easy
Ready to roll.
dealing with me, and I don't. I hate to say that I don't understand people, because that makes it sound like that I feel superior to others, and I do not. I envy the people that can, just walk into a room and feel comfortable enough
Keep left, and
um,
then turn left.
to talk to basically anybody about anything.
Turn left.
Who can approach somebody and flirt with them or just talk, and that's not something I am comfortable with doing, and I've never been comfortable
Get
with that.
ready. Turn right.
And every time I try to get outside of my comfort zone,
Turn right.
I fuck it up. Okay, I am, I am not good at interpersonal relationships. I wish I was, but I'm not. I am awkward. I can't. I don't. And I don't know how
Keep
much of
right,
it
and then turn
is
right.
related to my hearing loss, because I have significant hearing loss and I need
Turn right.
I need hearing aids. I need $7,000 before I get hearing aids. And that's another thing, okay? What is with the complete lack of empathy over hearing loss? I mean, seriously. There is a serious lack of empathy for hearing loss. It is insane. Okay. It's disturbing. It's terrible. It's horrible. And I don't get it.
Keep right.
That was another thing that was weaponized, my hearing loss. I'm like, why is it so difficult? When somebody has hearing loss, it's like, if you're going to, try to have an important conversation, at the very least, shut the damn TV down. Okay? Turn the damn TV off if you're going to try to have an important conversation.
Keep right.
Okay? That's an easy one. Even if you're not hard of hearing. Okay? Because sometimes it's not just a matter of having difficulty hearing, it's a matter of having difficulty picking out the... Oh, uh-oh, there we go. Okay. That was weird. Yeah. Gaming on an old piece of shit computer. YouTube crashed. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's do this and see if my stream crashed. Yes, restore. I don't know. My stream might have crashed. Hey, actually it looks like we're back up. Hey. Anywho's it. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. And I'm coming back. But anyway, so it's like, with hearing loss, at least with my hearing loss, it's not always just a matter of the volume at which um, somebody is speaking. Okay. It is also the number of concurrent noises. All right. So the higher the number of noises, the more difficult it is for me to hear, for me to focus on any one noise. And I know it's frustrating, okay? It ain't nearly half as frustrating for somebody else as it is for me. Okay? Plain and simple. Okay? I absolutely hate the fact that I cannot hear, quote unquote, as a normal person. It sucks. I hate it. I hate getting fuel in Oregon. $917. But it's something I have to deal with, and until I can actually afford to get the hearing aids, it's something that you have to utilize a workaround for your issues. And it requires people to work with you. And what I've seen is that, in my experience with women, if they have to change anything about how they do something, it's a problem. They expect us to change everything that we do. And that is not okay. Okay? It should be a give and take. Okay? We should be working with each other. Okay? Whether you're married or not, if you're just, if you're in a committed relationship, it's absolutely ridiculous that that removing chaos and actually respecting somebody else's needs should not be an anomaly. Okay? Should not be an anomaly. And it's disgusting that it is. Absolutely disgusting. And so let's do a mental health check. Okay, today is July 3rd, 2023, and it has been... Oh, yeah. Hey. Speaking of my father... Oh, wow. They messed up. Anywho, speaking of my father, it has been now today is the 7-year anniversary of his passing. So, pour one out for your old man. Probably gonna have to hit this way station here. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and prep for it. And no, I get a bypass. Yay. Okay, must have a light load. No, I do not have a light load. Okay. But yeah, so today is the 7-year anniversary of my father's passing due to cancer. Get yourself screened, etc., etc., etc. And yeah, so mental health check. I'm doing okay. I'm stressed out because I haven't had a full flipping paycheck since freaking April. And I'm like out of money. I'm out of backup money or reserve money or buffer. That's the word that I want. And it absolutely sucks. Yeah, I'm sitting here instead of going and doing Instacart or something, which I could be doing, but I don't have the energy today to do that. We had an absolutely fun weekend with work. Which this kind of thing is partially of what is contributing to the lack of a full paycheck, is that freight kind of sucks right now. And we got a load last week, where so we had gotten dispatched to a place in Ohio outside of Columbus, and the appointment was for 11 o'clock at night, so 2,300 hours, and show up about 2,200 hours and go in, check in, give them the numbers, and they're like, yeah, that load was picked up yesterday. So this was 2,300 hours on a Friday. And they go, yeah, that load was picked up yesterday. And I'm like, what? And so we fiddle-farted around for a little bit trying to figure out what dispatch was going to do and whatnot. And hey, this ride is, they did do a good job on this one. Anyway, so fiddle-farted around for a while trying to figure out what to do and whatnot. Dispatch was like, you need to hang on so we can verify this and blah blah blah. And being lease operators, lease owners, we did not, being new to it, being new to operating like an owner operator, we did not realize that we could have just said, screw you guys, we're going to the next stop, next load. Okay, because we had a good load, because the load from Defiance was going out to the Chicago area, and then we were picking up in DeKalb to head to Texas, and then back up to Columbus area. Well, that would have been an additional like 2,000 miles, which would have put us at a pretty good paycheck. instead of the $30 paycheck that we got. So this week was kind of the same deal. You know, we get sent to Portland, which that was a hell of a run. That was a great run, you know. And the thing that really messed us up about that one is that it wasn't the run, okay? It was the way they initially had it dispatched. So they had it dispatched for us picking up last Sunday and delivering this past Friday. Well, we're a team. We're not a solo driver. You know, I could have picked that up on Sunday and been out there on Friday as a solo driver. All right. You know, it was like 2,200 miles or something. It wasn't like some exorbitant amount. I was like, okay, cool. So, you know, we get that load. They get us another load that's, you know, out to. Well, it was okay. So the one going to Portland was actually 2 stops. It was one in Portland and one in SeaTac area. So we get the second one done, the second stop done, and come out to you know, we got to wait basically 24 hours to get our next load, and it's coming out of Tacoma, and we get that load, and we come out, and it's like, all right, picked up that load Thursday, and we're like, okay, we can deliver this load Friday, you know, 7 p.m., 7, 8 o'clock at night. And we get rolling up to where it is, and it's like, well, before we even roll, it's like, okay, get us our next load. Okay? Don't wait until we're done to dispatch us to our next load. Give us our next load now. Okay? This was Thursday. We get within an hour of the drop. Now, it was drop and hook, and it wasn't actually due until today, or this morning. And we got there. We got to within an hour of it Friday at like dinner time. Okay? You know, no biggie. It was not difficult at all for us to get there at that time. You know, other than Montana's blipping boring. Montana is a boring ass drive to go through. But anyway, and I couldn't even tell if it was pretty because it was dark most of the time. But you know, it's the point of it is we get within an hour of it. We still don't have our next load, and you know, so we're like, okay, the best choice for us is to go ahead and stop short, park overnight, or park for a little bit until dispatch gets us our next load. All right, and so we go ahead and park, and you know, in the morning we go, okay, we still don't have a load. We still don't have any load. And so we, you know, drop the one that we've got. We deliver that one and go, and park at a truck stop, just trying to kind of make a guess as to what direction to go. So we ended up going towards Chicago, you know, because there's a lot of stuff in Chicago. Wait. Finally, they tell us the next load that we could give you wouldn't pick up until late Monday night, which is today. Like, no, we're trying to be home for the 4th. Okay, because my co-driver is, you know, going on 20 years of going and being a part of the 4th of July parade in our town that we live in. And, you know, it's his thing. Okay. So, you know, we got to be home for the 4th. Okay. And they're like, okay, well, we'll just dispatch you home then. And it's like, you know, that would have been nice to have known Thursday that we did not have any prospect of an actual productive way to get home. So, you know, there's those things there with that, just stuff like that getting in the way of being productive and actually earning a flippin' decent paycheck. You know, because I want to flippin' work. You know, I don't want to be here, sitting here playing this video game and streaming. I mean, yeah, if, you know, if I had a decent, you know, production week, be a different story. But I don't have a decent production week. So, you know, I've probably driven more miles in this game than I have in real life in the last week. Okay. And it's just, it's not cool. But I mean, that's really with everyone. I've seen, you know, I talked to my trainer from my first company, from Werner, and, you know, he was saying that, you know, Werner put on a hiring freeze for solo drivers and was trying to push everybody into teams. And, you know, I see that because, you know, there was a couple times where we came off the truck where I didn't need to be home. My co-driver did. And, you know, the nice thing about the way we're set up is that I can run solo while he is off the truck. Okay. But I can't run solo when there's, you know, 15 to 20 trucks waiting on loads. Okay. You know, that's just not, that's not feasible. That's not sustainable. And so I'm like, just not in the best of places. You know, I'm getting treated like I am a serial killer in the making, or, you know, a family annihilator. I'm not. Just flat out
Never
not.
mind. I'll
know?
find a new route.
Yeah. Were there times in my relationship with my daughter's mother that I did have suicidal and homicidal ideation? Yes. Absolutely. My response to that was to remove easy access to actually do those things from my house. Okay. I don't I don't know how that is deemed as me being intentionally those things, because I saw that I was having a problem and I did something to mitigate that problem. Okay. Kept trying to do things to actually, really, really mitigate even the existence of that problem. But, as someone who needs to have the chaos removed from the administrative side of life, that requires action on everybody in your household. And when there's not the action being done, the distribution of work is not being done, and you're getting ridiculed constantly for needing to have order and needing to have the chaos removed, needing to not try to live a $200,000 a year lifestyle on $85,000 a year of income. You get, as a man, you get labeled a monster. You get labeled an abusive, controlling, violent human being, and it sucks. 'Cause I'm not. I'm an asshole. I absolutely can be an asshole. I don't have patience for a lot of things, especially out of adults. Okay. I don't have patience for a lot of things, especially out of adults, and that makes me a little bit of an asshole, and I understand that. That's why I try to, I mitigate that by not putting myself in trying to not put myself in situations where I would encounter the things that cause me to bring out the asshole. Okay. So, pardon me. But I never once woke up at the beginning of my day and was like, "Oh, I'm going to beat the shit out of my wife. I'm going to, I'm gonna browbeat her so hardcore that, she wants to just curl up in a corner and hide." There was never a day where I woke up with that intent. Okay, first off, I don't have a conscious thought within the first 45 minutes of getting out of bed, because that's the hardest part of my day. Okay, I try to frickin' just survive waking up. I acquire coffee, sometimes acquire food, and take a shit. Okay. And if you're a stay-at-home frickin' partner, you can help mitigate that by being the first one up, making sure that coffee is made. I don't care if you're male, female, or other. No offense to LGBTQIA plus community. That's a mouthful, especially for somebody like me with an absolutely horrible memory and chaotic thoughts, chaotic nature of thoughts. And since I don't have it written down in front of me, you know. Yeah, I have issues. Never have I denied the absolute fact that I have issues. They're not intentional. That doesn't atone me of the sins and consequences of those. But to label me this intentionally violent, intentionally abusive human being, that's simply not the truth. You know, it would make it easier if I was. It really would. You know, because, like, the number one thing that consumes my thoughts right now is not, hey, who can I abuse? Who can I put down? Who can I control? Who can I, be misogynistic against? It's like, no. My number one motivator is, okay, where's my food? Where's my next meal? What is my next meal? Where is my next meal? What is my next meal? When is my next meal? What is the what are the requirements for preparing it? What, blah 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 blah. That's what occupies my thoughts. Okay, and drives me is this whole anxiety around
Keep right, and then exit right.
where my next food is and what my next food is, and
Exit right.
having had a stay-at-home partner and still having to have those thoughts and think those thoughts and deal with that stress. Absolutely.
And then turn
Absolutely. Disgustingly unacceptable. Okay? You are a stay-at-home partner.
Turn
You
left.
are in charge of your household's food. Plain and simple. Alright, you have the time to learn how to do it. You have the time to dedicate to doing it. And if you're not doing it, then you are failing at your job as a stay-at-home partner. Alright, plain and simple. I will never apologize for that thought. I don't care if you're male, female, or other. Okay? You're the stay-at-home partner, assuming
Go
you
straight
are
on.
not a stay-at-home partner because of severe, disabilities or anything. If you are physically capable of doing it, then it's your job. If you're not physically capable of it, I mean, that's a different thing. That's a different situation. Okay, I'm talking able-bodied, sound mind individuals here. Okay, I'm not talking about people with special needs. With significant special needs. I mean, everybody has special needs. They have little, idiosyncrasies or whatever, eccentricities that, require doing things in, sometimes a very specific way. But if you're relatively able-bodied and you're relatively able-minded, and your partner has agreed to be the one to leave the house every day,
Keep right and then turn right.
to bring in the money,
Turn right.
it's your job as a stay-at-home partner to make that life easier.
You have
Okay.
arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Absolutely. 100%. Your job is to make life easier. Okay? Oh, hey, an easy back. Which means I'm gonna fuck it up. And that's not the same as a work from home. Okay? Work from home and stay at home, two very separate things. How badly did I fuck this up? I'm not gonna hit it, so. Um, but, it's. I'm probably wrong with that. It's, one of the things that's going to lead me to never even dating again. Because I won't do the administrative shit in chaos. I won't. Plain and simple. And if I go and work, if I'm expected to work 10, 12, 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, I expect your ass to do work in the house. I expect your ass to contribute. It doesn't have to be contributing to the bottom line financially, but you're going to work. You may not work out of the house. You're going to work in the house, and you're going to keep my house in order. And you're going to do it the way I need to do it. Your needs are going to be integrated into my methods so that your needs are met, and my needs are met, and the kids' needs are met. Blah, 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 blah. How badly did I fuck this up? I'm not going to hit it, so. Um, but, it's... I'm probably wrong with that. It's, one of the things that's going to lead me to never even dating again. Because I won't do the administrative shit in chaos. I won't. Plain and simple. And if I go and work, if I'm expected to work 10, 12, 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, I expect your ass to do work in the house. I expect your ass to contribute. Doesn't have to be contributing to the bottom line financially, but you're going to work. You may not work out of the house, but you're going to work in the house, and you're going to keep my house in order. And you're going to do it the way I need to do it. Your needs are going to be integrated into my methods so that your needs are met and my needs are met and the kids' needs are met. Blah, 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 blah. How badly did I fuck this up? I'm not going to hit it, so. Um, but, it's... I'm probably wrong with that. It's, one of the things that's going to lead me to never even dating again. Because I won't do the administrative shit in chaos. I won't. Plain and simple. And if I go and work, if I'm expected to work 10, 12, 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, I expect your ass to do work in the house. I expect your ass to contribute. It doesn't have to be contributing to the bottom line financially, but you're going to work. You may not work out of the house, but you're going to work in the house, and you're going to keep my house in order. And you're going to do it the way I need to do it. Your needs are going to be integrated into my methods so that your needs are met and my needs are met and the kids' needs are met. Blah, 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 blah. How badly did I fuck this up? I'm not going to hit it, so. Uh, but, you know, I'm probably wrong with that. You know, one of the things that's going to lead me to never even dating again. Because I won't do the administrative shit in chaos. I won't. Plain and simple. And if I go and work, if I'm expected to work 10, 12, 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, I expect your ass to do work in the house. I expect your ass to contribute. It doesn't have to be contributing to the bottom line financially, but you're going to work. You may not work out of the house, but you're going to work in the house, and you're going to keep my house in order. And you're going to do it the way I need to do it. Your needs are going to be integrated into my methods so that your needs are met and my needs are met and the kids' needs are met. Blah, 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 blah. badly did I fuck this up? I'm not gonna hit it, so. Um, but, it's. I'm probably wrong with that. It's. One of the things that's going to lead me to never even dating again. Because I won't do the administrative shit in chaos. I won't. Plain and simple. And if I go and work, if I'm expected to work 10, 12, 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, I expect your ass to do work in the house. I expect your ass to contribute. It doesn't have to be contributing to the bottom line financially, but you're going to work. You may not work out of the house. You're going to work in the house, and you're going to keep my house in order. And you're going to do it the way I need to do it. Your needs are going to be integrated into my methods so that your needs are met and my needs are met and the kids' needs are met. Blah, 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 blah. How badly did I fuck this up? I'm not gonna hit it, so. Um, but, it's. I'm probably wrong with that. It's one of the things that's going to lead me to never even dating again. Because I won't do the administrative shit in chaos. I won't. Plain and simple. And if I go and work, if I'm expected to work 10, 12, 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, I I expect your ass to do work in the house. I expect your ass to contribute. It doesn't have to be contributing to the bottom line financially, but you're going to work. You may not work out of the house. You're going to work in the house, and you're going to keep my house in order. And you're going to do it the way I need to do it. Your needs are going to be integrated into my methods so that your needs are met, and my needs are met, and the kids' needs are met. Blah, 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 blah. How badly did I fuck this up? I'm not gonna hit it, so. Alright. I'm back in the saddle again. Ugh. But, you know, I'm probably wrong with that. You know, yeah. Don't know what that was. I probably doubled up on some of the audio. That's all good. Oh, let's see what we got here. First off, I need to see. Alright, I got 7 hours. Alright. Where am I? I don't remember where I'm at. Boise. Boise. Okay. What's up there? I don't know. But one thing I want to check. Excuse me. One thing I want to check is I'm going to do that because I want to do that. Oh, no, hack. So there's one there. Oh, there's 2 over here. So, not ready to buy another garage yet because I still need 2 more trucks. So, you know, the goal is to buy all of the garages, hire all of the people, but, I mean, this one here in Twin Falls is going to be my next garage. Okay. Bit. Let's see what we got here. So I'm in Boise. That's Bend. Here we go. We have started the Boise. Alright, we got. Oh. Yeah. Those are some pretty yucky. Grand Junction. Ooh, Boise to Grand Junction. That's kind of cool. I haven't been out to Colorado on this tune yet. Grangeville. Massive tech part. 99,000 pounds. I don't think my truck that I have right now can handle that. So we're going to do just doubles. I don't want to do doubles. I want to do that. Take that over to Pocatello. Yeah, I can do that one. If I can get there in time.
Hit the road.
Alright. Yeah, we'll go do the one that's going over to Pocatello. Bye-bye, guys. Yeah, kind of
Turn
blew out of there. Come on, ATS, move your butt. What are you doing? Seriously? Thank you. I will go across the vault.
Go straight on.
Yeah, straight on for you. Come on. You gonna go, Hale? I know there was a little bit of a hill, but come on. I tell you, sometimes they slow down way too much. Holy
right.
moly.
And then turn right. Turn right.
Tick, 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 tick. Yeah, that was about as smooth as chunky peanut butter. You know, I realistically have no idea how fast
Keep right.
this
and
actually
then
will
exit
go.
right. Exit right. Keep left.
I was approaching a cop at like 80.
Keep left. And then turn left.
What would happen if I actually rammed a cop? I could be like CRST. Can ram state trooper. Not going to. Oh, come on, light. There we go.
Turn left. Keep right and then turn right.
that's a...
Turn right.
That's an that's an intersection and a half. Wow. Oh, hey, look, hi. Let's wake everybody up. Ah.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left. It's all over now.
She is so dramatic with that. I mean, seriously. Alright, dispatch. Let's pick that up. Let's pick
Okay,
that one.
here we go.
Is that inside the garage? I'm in the wrong spot. I need to go around the building. Hey, there we go.
Drive safe.
Let's see. That's 3 hours. Okay, yeah. We'll go ahead and drive tonight. Get that done. I hear a train a coming. Tick, 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 tock, tick, tock, tick, 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 tick. Okay,
Get
shout.
ready to turn left.
Get ready
Turn
to
left.
turn left. Turn left. Yes, dear. Alright. Alright, we're headed to... I have already forgotten where we've headed to. See? Pocatello. Okay, we're heading to the rail yard in Pocatello. I've been there
Keep
several
right.
times.
And then turn right.
In game. I don't know if there's an actual
Turn
big rail
right.
yard in Pocatello or not. Like in real Pocatello. I drove through Pocatello last week. And yes, I know it's very, very, very strange that I am a truck driver and I am playing a truck driving game in my downtime. I get that. That's weird. Could be playing Farming Simulator, but I want the new one. And since I bought Diablo 4, and actually I don't think the new Farming Simulator game will actually play on my computer. My computer is
Keep
basically
left.
a potato.
And then turn left. Turn left.
Hello there, double lumber. Oh, that's not lumber, that's hay. Whatever. Yeah, I'll probably stop too short. Oh, no, I stopped good. Okay. Well, anybody turning left there should be turning from the outside lane anyway. $188 miles to go. Yes, driving around in the dark. But you know what? That's the way the cookie crumbled. So, we're gonna head on off to Pocatello. You know, realistically speaking. Hey, if the game doesn't crash on me. Yay! Alright, we're gonna